You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Flashes and Batmans and a Supergirl. Oh my. The Flash is finally here after what ironically seems like forever. But now that it is, the buzz has rightfully built into full-on serious anticipation for what promises to be a multiverse jumping and nostalgia-inducing spectacle. So you might be wondering, who's in it, what's it all about, and how exactly does it fit into the DCEU and or the new DCU? We're here to answer all those questions, and we're gonna do it in a quick amount of time.
Stop right there. I'm in.
Here's everything you need to know before you go see The Flash.
You're strapped to your parachutes.
Hey, where's yours?
It's gonna be a fun one, so let's do it. Plans to make a Flash film have actually been kicked around since the 1980s, with various writers and directors attached along the way. That is until the 2010s when the movie was redeveloped once again as part of the DCEU and with Ezra Miller cast as the lead. That led to brief appearances by Miller in 2016 in both Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and Suicide Squad. The following year, the role was expanded much more for Justice League, where Miller teamed up with heroes like Henry Cavill's Superman, Ben Affleck's Batman, and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman to take on the bad guy Steppenwolf. Who is that again?
Primitive beings.
Miller has also reprised the role on TV in the Arrowverse crossover event Crisis on Infinite Earths on the CW, and as a cameo in the Max series Peacemaker. As far as what The Flash is about, we know that elements of the film were influenced by the Flashpoint story arc from the comic books in 2011, which centers around an altered DC universe and features plenty of crossovers.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry.
In this film, Barry, who's still in the Justice League, uses his powers to travel back in time to change some events of the past, including saving his mom from being murdered. But those actions mess up the future, and he gets trapped in a world without superheroes, but with General Zod now back to wreak havoc. Now's his chance to finally say kneel before Zod. That's all I'm saying.
Kneel before Zod.
So Barry reaches out to Batman, and no, not the one played by Ben Affleck that we'll also see in this movie. I'm talking about Michael freaking Keaton, whose revived character comes complete with his 90s era Batmobile and his Batwing. OMG. Listen, they said that in the 90s, all right?
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Barry will also team up with a younger version of himself, also played by Miller, and a Kryptonian castaway named Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, and again I say OMG.
Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna wanna see this.
You know, I wasn't just gonna gloss over a couple of Batmans that we thought we'd never see again, right? So let's discuss. Michael Keaton is reprising his role from 1989's Batman and 1992's Batman Returns, which for the sake of this film took place in an alternate universe. Meanwhile, the events of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin from the mid-90s, which Keaton wasn't in, will be ignored for this movie. But let's be honest, we can ignore Kilmer and Clooney as Batman for a couple of hours, but we'll never, ever forget Bat Nipples!
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
And while we're rattling off past actors that have played Batman, it's worth noting that Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne / Batman will also play a major role in The Flash, especially considering he is the version of Bruce from Barry's original timeline, and he's also the leader of the Justice League. Affleck said it took this final appearance as the character to finally figure out how to play him right. So keep that in mind while you watch Ben do his thing.
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
Now that we have the various Batmans, anyone?
That's not awfully PC. What about bad person?
Let's take a look at what other characters we'll be seeing when The Flash eases on into the theaters. Starting with the aforementioned Kara Zor-El, or Supergirl. She's got similar powers and abilities and even wardrobe as Superman. The character is played by Sasha Calle, best known from The Young and the Restless, and she is the first ever Latina actress to wear the S. We can also expect to see Barry's father, Henry Allen, although this time he'll look a bit different. That's because Billy Crudup couldn't return to the role thanks to conflicts with The Morning Show, so Ron Livingston stepped in. And while we love us some Billy, I bet you one smashed up copy machine that Ron will do a hell of a job too.
Yeah,
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Jeremy Irons is also reprising his DCEU role as Alfred Pennyworth for this one, along with Tamora Morrison, who plays Aquaman's father in the Aquaman movies. And if you're wondering, yes, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is also reportedly returning.
I've killed things from other worlds before.
But after all of this, you might be wondering how this movie, which was in development and production for quite a while, fits into the plans of the freshly announced DCU. Well, DC Studios co-CEO and co-chairman James Gunn said that The Flash will reset the DCEU continuity, making way for what he called a soft reboot with the DCU before its first big Superman movie in 2025. Meaning they will pluck only certain cast members and elements from the DCEU as they see fit while replacing others. Despite a handful of people that we know will be a part of the DCU, like Viola Davis as Amanda Waller and John Cena as Peacemaker, many of the other actors remain in limbo, and that includes Ezra Miller as The Flash. Oh no, so enjoy them in this one.
Gross!
Okay, so that's everything you need to know before you go see The Flash in theaters June 16th. Thanks for watching, and be sure to rate and review this film at RottenTomatoes.com.